Sziasztok, üdvözlök mindenkit, Genshin Impact végigjátszásunk 147. részében, és hát folytassuk ott, ahol abba hagytuk. Most már értem, hogy miért volt 5 jel, ahogy bejöttem a küldibe, 5 emberrel kell beszélnem, hogy ki mit gondol a jelenlegi szituációról. Mivel kávé itt van fönt, kezdjük vele. Neki mi a véleménye?
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten.
Na, az fasza, jó kezdődik.
Oh, there you are. Everything wrapped up on your end? Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question. We were working in tandem after all.
Szia, pokoli! Lefőtt a kávé.
You must really be exhausted.
Well,
Így
it's
van.
been a busy day for both of us.
When work ends, you clock out.
Köszi a
No looking
kedvelést.
back.
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now, though. I'll stick with water. Here, this one's for you.
Thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Or wait, I think there's a stove nearby. Let me
Elhívta
take a
Randira.
look.
Megtörténik.
Are you nervous?
A little, yeah. Unlike you, it seems. How are you not feeling at all nervous?
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control. I don't worry about things I cannot influence.
Nyugi, én sem még. Meg valószínűleg nem is fogom, de
You're the one who came up with half of the strategies
már,
we ended up
már
using.
megtanultam, hogy innentől el kell engednem a vágyaimat az új karakterek irányába. Sajnos.
There's only so much I can do. I was only doing my duty.
16-os pitin vagyok, és 50-50 van, úgyhogy...
Was it like this last time, too?
You mean with Azar and his accomplices? Yes and no. The situation back then was easier to control, but we weren't as prepared as we are this time.
So the enemy is stronger, but so are we. I still vividly remember the way you interrogated me in the library after the fact. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument. You're often the one who initiates these things, you know.
I came
Yeah,
for a
man, it was artifact fun.
conversation. I didn't know it was gonna turn into an argument. Anyway, at least I showed up this time. So...
Hát nem tudom, hogy TGN-re mennyire lesz időm, ugye most befejezzük az Archon Questet. Utána biztos vagyok benne, hogy az Abyss az még belefér, de nem tudom mennyi időnk marad, hogy a TGN is bele fog-e férni, hát majd meglátjuk.
I think we're certainly better off for it.
It's good having me around to help out, huh?
Absolutely. As a citizen of Sumeru, you displayed a
Jó
remarkable
neked, én
sense of
nekem ugyanúgy
responsibility
nem
in the
esett
face of
használható.
disaster.
És a bónusz darabokat se kapom meg TGN-en, szóval... Ja. Engem már mindenhol szkemmer a játék.
I just shudder to think how the world would have ended up if we hadn't gotten control of the situation. So, do you think this is what impending disaster
Na hát
looks
múltkor 4-et nyomtam és nem kaptam egyiknél se bónuszt. Úgyhogy arra, hogy minden harmadiknál van bónusz, arról ennyit. Fönt van YouTube-on az evidence.
The sky is so clear, and there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the air. It's hard to
Ugyanúgy, mint
imagine
ahogy a
that the fall
toll
of humanity
megszkemmelt.
could happen on an ordinary day like this.
Nem is egyszer már. Tehát amikor már harmadszor tollazom meg az artefaktot, és még ugyanúgy csak 2 megy a kért stadba, bocsánat. 7 tollam belement, azért elvárhatnám, hogy arra adjon, amit én szeretnék.
Awful things happen all the time. Sometimes people can stop them, and sometimes they can't.
És ugyanezt csinálja velem a TGN is. Csomóan kérdezik, hogy miért nem TGN-en farmolom az artefaktokat. Hát ezért, mert engem az is megszkemmel. Mert már legutóbb is ez volt, hogy mondták, hogy minden harmadikon ad, lenyomtam 3 kört, nem adott. Aztán mondták, hogy de minden harmadikon ad, lenyomtam 4 kört, és nem adott, úgyhogy innentől engem nem érdekel az TGN. Sűrűbben kapom meg a bónusz artefaktot a sima doménekbe. Nagyobb eséllyel ad duplát, mint nekem az TGN-be plusz 1-et. Az egyébként jól hangzik. Electro Goblet. Attack százalék, crit rate, crit damage.
Oh,
Ez
nothing.
tökéletes.
It's nothing.
Valakinek jó.
I hope everything works out tomorrow.
Biztos én nekem is tudnál valamelyik karim hasznosítani.
As long as we stick to the plan, our chances of success are good.
It's
Bogi,
really
köszönöm a
strange.
követést.
You're my
Itt a
junior, yet you
csatornán.
always seem to act more like an upperclassman than I do.
I think it's mostly a matter of temperament.
70 plusz AM lett rajta.
Walked right into
persze,
that
hogy,
one, didn't I?
persze, hogy az összes AM-be ment, hát. Öcsém. Ez is annyira tipikus. Jó, akkor most le kell mennem, gondolom, az alsó szintre. Where to next? Oh, fuck. Jó, lehet, hogy mindegyik jó helyen van, nem, ez az upper, oké. Okay. Akkor middle. Menjünk a középső szintre. Persze, hogy jó szetosznak, csak hogy nyilván az ember szeretné, ha kapnak ritet is rá, de... Ezt csinálja velem, csak nekem nem ilyenek vannak mellette, hogy attack százalék meg dupla crit, hanem én nekem flat attack, flat def, flat HP. De... Jól van, kitartást a melóban. Szia Pokoli, köszi, hogy beugrottál.
Good. Is everything ready?
As much as possible.
That'll be enough. Don't let the pressure get to you. We'll take things one step at a time. That's how we've always done it.
Master Tainari! Mr. Sino! So this is where you were. I brought some juice and some water. Would you like some?
I know how easily you get dehydrated in the desert, so you should definitely have some water. In which case, I'll have the juice.
I gotta ask though.
Szia Vitya!
Who's on juice
Köszi a
making duty at a
kiváltást.
time like this?
Madame Farazan said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told her about the automatic juicer my friend invented. She took it right off me and started making carton after carton of juice.
A juicer? Did Sucrose send that to you?
Yeah, I hadn't had the chance to
Turin.
try it out before this incident occurred,
Tegnap
but
mikor ma
I couldn't
Durin?
bear to leave it behind in Gandharvaville.
Meg fogjuk nézni, köszi. Próbálom rendezgetni az ablakokat, hogy
The juice is very
jobban
sweet.
lássak mindent.
I think so too.
Kale, how are you feeling?
Physically, I'm okay, but it just still feels strange to me. Why would a great power like this come to someone like me?
I know the feeling well. That same question ran through my mind every day as a kid.
At least now, you have someone who can relate to you.
All the more reason that you should apply for Spontamod. Tainari fiercely opposes the idea, though.
Those two things are completely unrelated.
What are we all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice? Oh, you have some already. I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give the extra to
Meleg.
someone else? Very well, very well.
Utolsó szabad napom, sajnos holnap dolgozni kell menni, még ezzel nem békéltem meg.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you. You feel like there's no connection
Még szokom
between the
ezeket a
two.
30 fölötti
And that sense of
hőmérsékleteket.
dissonance is difficult to get used to.
Yeah. But after
És
all
neked?
this time, I can't believe this stuff still gets to me sometimes. Maybe
Kale, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't
Neked ez
discuss
még
deeper
langyos. Jó, hát a
issues.
konyhában mindig meleg van, úgyhogy
I
elhiszem.
don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime. It's normal to struggle with the fallout from it. You have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
My professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved until the victim says it's over. Your rage and your pain are completely justified.
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that. The same god remains which were once used to inflict so much pain upon me have now become a weapon with which I can protect everyone. It's like my own personal kind of evolution. Every innocent person who's been hurt needs time to realize that it wasn't their fault. I was the same, but it's all about to be over. Tomorrow, it ends for good.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you rarely stumble over your words anymore, and your outlook has become much more positive. It's a big change from how you used to be.
And since this isn't over, you can settle the matter on your own terms.
Oly
It's
vé.
time you seized back control. I believe in you.
Yeah. Sumero
És
is
kint
my
fogsz
home,
őzni?
and it's so important to me. I have to protect it.
And once you're done, how about you come back and apply for Spantamod?
Stop it with the sales pitch, would you?
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here. Why don't you take one each? Ugh, my arms are getting sore from carrying them around everywhere.
Madame Farazan, why are you... Here, let me take them off your hands.
Thank you, Madame Farazan.
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork.
Nagyon büszke a juice készítő képére.
Please, try to relax, Madame Farazan. Your nerves are starting to get the better of you.
I know.
Oké. Azt mondta Vitya, hogy Durinra húzunk egyet. Hát nézzük meg. Szokásos. Azt mondja, hogy 17. Legalább közeledünk a 74-hez. Oké, ezen a szinten is csak egy emberrel beszéltünk, menjünk az alsó szintre. Hát. Akkor lesz meló bőven. Főleg, hogy itt a jó idő.
Something on your mind,
Biztos sokan
Miss Never?
lesznek.
Nothing in particular.
Bornapok.
It's just
Unatkozni nem fogsz,
right
Vitya,
now
az
the
biztos.
future feels strange and
But the future has not yet arrived. How can you say how it feels?
some people know that there's an impending disaster. Others remain blissfully unaware. Each group is imagining an entirely different future while walking towards the same one. But when they get there, they'll still find they feel differently about it. People are shaped by their circumstances. Different circumstances create people with different perspectives.
I've always found the perspective of the Vahumana Darshan to be a particularly incisive one.
Even at the height of the crisis in Nodcry, people held diverging opinions. But things are different this time.
Indeed.
Most egy kicsit még veszélyesebb a helyzet.
Gender, wealth, skin color, or eye color, everyone in Sumeru knows what will happen tomorrow.
The world has
Kivéve
never
mi.
been an especially fair place. Yet now, against all odds, a moment of unprecedented unity and equality is about to take place. It's fascinating. If only my father could have lived to
Hát
see
figyelj,
this
legalább
era.
már fel tudsz rá készülni, Vitya.
Era. To me,
Tudod, hogy mire
that term
számít.
represents a much greater span of time. It can be an unsettling word. I would even say I'm afraid of it.
Do angels even feel fear?
Yes, at least I do. I fear the gap that grows wider with each passing day, and the never-ending flow of time. Time renders all memories insignificant, and reduces all splendor to nothing. But those memories are the one thing I do not want to lose.
You're very human in that regard.
If angels draw too close to humanity, our wings burn away in the bright flame of awareness, and we fall to the earth. After spending so long among humans, I have lost much of my former glory.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Ennek ellenére mégis top support lettél, amikor bekerültél.
You're more human than some humans are.
I've been talking to Kale a lot in recent days. We seem to be in completely opposite situations. I suppose that makes us good case studies for comparison.
Case studies for who?
Myself, I suppose. After comparing the two of us, I suddenly discovered that I desired more than before. It was a gentle, pleasant sensation. Just as most people pursue glory and miracles, I too am pursuing miracles of my own, guiding humans to make the miracles in their hearts a reality. That is my miracle. It doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Oké. Most azt nem tudom. Miért van az olyan magasan? Alattunk nincs már semmi. Hát jó, lenézünk azért, de... Ja, azért, mert a lower level azt jelenti, hogy föld alatti szint. Értem? Hé! Hapézsa! Nem is emlékszem, ő is jött.
Look at the time. I should head back.
Azt tudom, hogy találkoztunk vele, de nem emlékeztem rá, hogy ő is jött velünk.
I'm so sorry. I was in a hurry and didn't look where I was going. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Wait. You're...
Have we met?
Nem fog emlékezni rád, de...
Not exactly. I think we may have crossed paths by the house of Dana before.
De ez is egy szokatlan találkozás, erre se számítottam.
Oh. You're Hat Guy from Vahumana, right?
Ja, Morci.
You recognize me?
The clue's in the
Meglepődsz?
name, Mr. Hat Guy.
Szerintem egész jól illik rá.
Fair point.
It's getting pretty late. What's keeping you up?
I could ask you the same question. If I'm not mistaken, all the workload for the Ratawa Histarshan wrapped up a good while ago.
Well, I have
Neked
something of a background in Satyavada life, so I was helping the Dendro Archon
Ez
make some
fasza.
preparations. But I must have lost track of time.
Végül is azt is le. Igazából ez a szép ebben, hogy bármilyen nevet adhatsz neki, és mindenkinél más lesz.
Did you find the experience enlightening at all?
Mindenki kiérheti a kreativitását.
Honestly, it was tedious and uneventful at first. But eventually, I think I did sense some profound truths. But they also brought a lot of suffering with them. I was told that I even shed tears while I was meditating. Though I have no idea why. Sorry. I hope I'm not scaring you.
Not at all. It just proves you're very accomplished in your research. Good night. I wish you all the best for tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Milyen meglepő volt neki, hogy találkozott az első követőjével. Majdnem megkérdeztem, hogy ki a fene ül, de hülye mellett, de most már felismertem. Így, hogy kiírta a nevét, felismertem.
Too bad we've got a fight tomorrow. I could really do with a stiff drink.
Let us pray instead.
Prayer. How nostalgic.
Lord Sangama Bay. Came to get some fresh air too, did ya?
That's right. Actually, I was hoping I might run into you, Dia. I wanted to let you know that I've stocked up on that perfume you said you were so fond of.
No, really? I'll take 2. Any chance of a friends and family discount?
I knew you'd ask that. And I'm afraid to say that. Surprise! It's free of charge.
Tehát ez nem Dorira van.
Very generous of you, Lord Sangama Bay. Does this mean you've made a fortune in Notcry?
Nope. Turns out it's not that easy to turn a profit there.
Virág mindannyiatokat rabszolga sorsra juttat, vagy mi van?
But anyway, that has nothing to do with why I wanted to give you and Dia a small gift. Remember that merchant caravan you two rescued in the desert last month? That was transporting my goods!
No way! I had no idea that was your shipment. Explains the, eclectic mix of goods, though.
Lord Sangama Bay's investment in the desert and generous stockpiling of goods has helped many people over the years. The shelters you funded especially have made life a little easier for the children and the elderly.
Wait, how did you know about that? Oh, I see. Nefer told you, didn't she? Ugh, that pesky lady. Aren't intel brokers at least supposed to charge for divulging people's secrets?
She and Candace go way back. It's normal for close friends to share things you wouldn't tell to everyone else.
Sure, but why did they have to be things about me?
That's how Nefer shows that she cares. She wishes for all of us to know what a generous person you truly are.
It must be hard trying to make a living far away from home. Just because we can tell what kind of person you are doesn't mean everyone else can.
Well, maybe her intentions were partly good, but I don't think that's the full story. I'm sure she enjoyed knowing how much it would annoy me. I'm telling you, Nefer's got a mean streak.
Definitely with you on that. Does praying help you stay calm?
Defending one's home is a just cause. My heart is filled with a mix of anger and hope.
Anger. You know, being able to get angry is a good thing. It shows that you're in touch with the real world, and that you have the passion to pursue something you believe in.
My lady, what are you doing out here?
Just taking a walk to clear my head.
Erre se emlékszem, hogy Dunyarzad is itt volt velünk. Szia, Exa.
Dunyarzad. Would you like to join us?
Come on, it's fine. She won't mind who you pray to.
Oh, then sure.
I remember you, Miss Dunyarzad. You visited my shop before. If I recall correctly, the god you worship is the Dendroarchon, correct?
That's right.
Nem tudom, ugye Sumeruban miért akkora probléma, főleg az akadémia incidens után.
She's more than just a god I worship. I see her more as a friend. And so do many others. She's not some almighty god who reigns on high.
Főleg, hogy itt is mindenki tudja, hogy King Dashet visszatérése kamu volt.
Agreed. She's a wise teacher and a good friend.
I spoke with several people during the evacuation. Everyone's aware that tomorrow's battle is one that ordinary people can join too. A battle to fight for our friends and our homeland. Oh, it makes me glad. I can finally do something for those who protected me.
You've grown so much since we first met.
Oh, a compliment? Ooh, more please. Thank you.
My lady, you've always been a remarkably strong and ambitious person. It's indisputable. And that's not just a compliment. It's a statement of fact. What are you praying for?
Our beliefs may not be entirely the same, but we both wish for the same thing.
I pray that everyone will rise to the challenges ahead and return safe and sound.
I pray for the safe return of all my companions.
Yeah. Okay. A franc van még odafönt. Na, menjünk fel szépen. Olyan jó lenne jelezni a szín mellett, hogy egyébként, ja, itt van, még küldi. De nincs itt semmi ember. Ez az egy... Jó. Mivel másik jel nincs, feltételezem, hogy végeztünk. Pihenjünk rá a nagy napra. Az gyors volt.
Time to go! Let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Nahida.
I have not felt this way in a long time. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly means without first losing it.
The golden slumber truly lives up to its name as a dreamland. Though desert sands exist there too, no mirage, no matter how glorious, can compare to true beauty.
Dendroarchon, what is on your mind?
I was wondering whose counsel I should seek on the questions in my heart.
What kind of questions?
So many. More than can be put into words. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend. But the question still troubles us. What are the many disasters that this world faces, but the sum of all irresolvable questions?
The biggest question you should be asking is how to seize victory.
Yes. Although, I would express it differently. I must not fail. And so the question I am most curious about now is whether the path to victory will be an arduous one.
Elképzelhető.
What we declare to be a young sapling, we may, in fact, find to be a towering tree, if we would only cast aside our ignorance and look beyond the veil of time to see her true form.
Nahida! We're here! Just in time. The preparations are almost complete.
Ready when you are.
We're here too.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so fast!
Sétált.
I thought I'd get a lot of exercise as a forest ranger, but I can barely keep up with you.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready, and the modifications to Aru are all complete. As discussed during our meeting,
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just... they're a little more extreme, and more technologically demanding to implement. Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable evidence to suggest that one was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha and approximately equal to Irminsul. It will become the largest active computing device in all of Teyvat. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but I suspect it could also serve as a central bridging hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation.
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavada life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, and she was once under my care for a period of time.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
that's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think I understand where you're going. Please, continue.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach.
Every person? Even the desert folk?
Yes, everyone.
I've already calculated the amount of raw materials we need.
So you mean we're going to get new Akasha terminals?
Yes, but this time the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul. That's the key.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana, in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this included the Akasha system's main terminal. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain. Nothing like this has ever been done on this scale before, so...
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people controls the situation.
Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars, who don't constitute a particularly large group of people. But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will stack up to create a significant load on the system. Under normal circumstances,
Détaszoljuk Irminsult, vagy mi van? What the fuck?
With it already being understood from other activities, its remaining capacity is limited. Thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it.
Írtam. Az áru segítségével... Ja, oké.
Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready. return to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Köszi a kedvelést!
Stop. Please stop. End this transformation.
Szia! Archon Quest.
You would shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Hogy nézel már ki, öreg?
Success! The evil Irminsul tree has stopped growing!
Szia, Bill. 10 nyitás az 1600 primó.
Great.
Darabja 160.
What a
Szóval, túlterheltük Irminsult. Lehet a hálózat. Lehet a szerver.
Perhaps this is human wisdom in action?
Indeed, only humans could
Nekem
do such
kevés.
a thing. Gods are few.
Elfogyott már a világba, úgyhogy én már csak ilyen egyesével tudok viselgetni.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose.
Hát, hogyha elkezdett takarítani a világot, össze lehet 1000 primót 4 nap alatt. Miért omlott össze a Twitch-em? Ja, csak a izé omlott össze. Érdekes, nem tudom, mit csinál megint a Twitch.
I am grateful to you three for your help. Only thanks to you were we able to extend Aru's interference capabilities to cover all terminals.
4 nap alatt amúgy simán. Igazság szerint 1 nap alatt is össze lehet szedni az Primót. Megcsinálod a napi küldetéseket, és tulajdonképpen az már adott 60-at. Vannak WordQuest-ek is, amik adhatnak.
Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity
Amiket
accurately tracked by
gyorsabban meg lehet
Irminsul.
csinálni.
No matter how many eyes Dotori possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly. Now for the next step. I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service, Lord of Dendro?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately. Right now?
Kapaszkodj belém, na ide
In that
viszlek.
case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off our old tricks?
Never. I assume you have that chess set with you?
Megvan még?
You mean the one you gave to me as a gift? Asking for it back, are you?
Könnyű megszeretni a játékot.
How could I? You misjudge me.
Több okból is, de nyilván ugyanúgy, hogyha nagyobban szerencsés az ember, meg vannak okok, amik azért eltántorítják az embereket.
Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Én a sztori miatt mindenképp, meg nekem a harcrendszer az nagyon bejön, úgyhogy...
Safei Shatranj? You mean that place in the desert?
Az nem a sok tábla?
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Safei Shatranj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, moving a chess piece was a sacred and momentous act.
Transfer initiated. Entering live combat mode.
What do you mean live combat mode? Milyen csatába megyünk bele, hogy elmozdítsunk egy sakbábut? Oh. Oké. Na, nézd már.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured.
Never mind.
Ja, hát hogyha pucolod előtte a térképet, akkor nem csodálom, vagy a sivatagnál.
But we spent years
Ó,
turning
majd
him.
amikor a sivatagot pucolod.
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask me.
Ha 100%-olni akarod, én szerintem szenvedni fogsz, de van olyan Twitch-en, akinek a sivatag volt a kedvenc területe takarítás szempontjából, viszont az a legmacerásabb.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life.
Jó terület, tehát félreértés ne essék, nagyon jó terület, de a kipucolás az már kicsit más tészta, mert hatalmas.
For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now.
Régrétör? Akkor nem pantalón. Mondom én, hogy keverem a kettőt rendszeresen. Valami érdeke van, Régrétör az ilyen gnómosnak hangzik, és ezért keverem a kettőt. Azt hittem, hogy a másik a Régrétör. Jó van, remek.
I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Oh.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this, given our amicable relationship?
Oh, shit. A Dottorre csinált magáról egy backupot? Tehát ugyanúgy, ahogy a másolatait készítette, volt neki egy backupja valahol átul egy vinyón a sarokba, és eltöltötték róla a leyline-ba, hát beszarok.
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Ja, hát az jó egyébként, amikor muszáj szintezned a karaktereket, és egyszerre 4-et kéne felhúzni, mert én is most ezt csináltam a kisfiókon. Én is próbáltam 70-re felzárkóztatni mindenkit.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a harbinger on my own merits. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone.
És erről most az Adler jut az eszembe NTR-ről, mert annál is idegesít, hogy szemüvege van és nem nyitja ki a szemét. Miért? Azért van a szemed, hogy használd.
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your pride is. Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me?
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank.
Wow. Okay.
Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite
See,
amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
Oh, kinyitotta a szemét. Jó van, helyes.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul.
Ja, hát ismerős, igen, most. Én Nikolra hajtok, tehát 17-es pitiről nem megy.
But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a medical lab as a test subject?
Ő is az egyik test subject volt.
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once the soul is transferred out, you will find that creating a physical body is far simpler than creating a puppet.
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies.
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They forget that the experimental process itself is just as important. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record.
Kiről beszélünk most?
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irminsul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death, but not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer force of will. I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity to experiment?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the versions of you that have ever existed, this you is the most insane and the most radical.
Is that why you chose to work with me? Which was it then? My insanity? Or my radicalism?
Could I call myself a venture capitalist without a suitably ambitious plan to invest in? Yours happened to fit the bill quite perfectly.
Well then, I must say, while I am surprised enough that you showed up at all, what surprises me more is that you chose to present yourself as my former subordinate, and not as the banker Pantalone.
Mi? Akkor 2-1 és ugyanaz?
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation like this would only serve to destroy diplomatic relations between Snezhnaya and Sumeru. I daren't imagine the consequences.
Az annyit jelent, hogy 5 csillagos kaptál. A kérdés az, hogy megnyerted el 50-50-t.
Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya's predicament. It was an easy win. As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue with that. Many people say that about you.
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to cooperate is the fact that you have but a few years of life left after my death. Living and dying together has a way of binding two parties together rather closely. Is it not true that a relationship should be judged by both the positive and negative returns it yields?
So some of what I said actually made it into your head after all. Especially for a human being.
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am. Are we not the same in this regard? We both despise the existing laws of this world, and neither of us enjoy being under anyone else's control.
Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules?
Of course not, my dear friend. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation for the most reliable of relationships. You can attest to that.
I just hope there never comes a day when I have to work too hard to prove that.
Read greater, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsul's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. They must have found a workaround. Well, Dottore, I trust you know what this means. The fact is...
They're coming. They'll breach the city gates any moment now.
But even so, I would say Irminsul is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office too.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
Nem tudom megmondani, sok.
The experiment will take time. Stall them for as long as possible.
Very well. But you're really asking for the moon here. Have you heard this story?
Nagyjából 10
There was once a
hiányzik.
guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside waited to bring him to justice. He pleaded with the gods, begging them to grant him one final request, the chance to finish confessing his sins before he was sentenced. Many suns and moons passed, seasons changed, and still his confession continued, as if he intended to speak until the end of time.
Are you suggesting I worship you as a god? Or were you hoping that I might confess my sins to you?
Nincs meg Durin, meg Nicole.
Certainly not the latter.
Az a baj, hogy
My life
Durint...
miserable indeed.
Durin nem tudnám kihasználni. Mert nincsenek hozzá karaktereim. Nicole viszont nagyon kéne, de nem fog... Szerintem nem fog kijönni, majd meglátjuk. Ha már az istenekről beszélünk.
For someone who despises them so, you never seem to have any objections to me creating or becoming one. At first I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would terminate our
Erre se
partnership.
gondoltam volna, hogy Dottorétól fogunk kérdezni.
Not at all. You had reasons why our partnership must continue.
Don't you find people's attitudes toward gods amusing? A god descends from the heavens and people worship it unreservedly, blindly following whatever rules are given to them.
Az a helyzet, hogyha az első 5 csillagosod, akkor nem feltétlenül lősz mellé Durinnal, annyi, hogy Durint jobban limitálják a csapatok. Nicole az most a top support lett a játékba, hogy bejött, és tulajdonképpen minden második DPS-sel tud nagyon jól dolgozni. Én azért is akarom majd kivenni, egyszer, ha valószínűleg nem most. Durin az már limitáltabb, mert ő neki lényegében Hexerai csapatot kell összeraknod, meg erősen igényli vagy Varkát, vagy Ventit. Ő inkább a monstrattos karakterek felé húz. És én nekem nem jött ki Varka se, meg Venti se, amikor volt a bannerjük. Egyszerűen Durinnak nem tudnék normális csapatot összerakni, amiben ki lehetne használni.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
No, I was just thinking. I pity the man who would call you a compatriot.
Én, ha nincs 5 csillagosod, én tulajdonképpen Nicolt javasolnám, mert későbbiekben bármelyik 5 csillagos DPS kiveszed, szinte biztos, hogy jó lesz mellé Nicole. Az összes Cryo és Pyro DPS mellé jó. Tulajdonképpen működik a Hydro DPS-ekkel, majdnem mindegyikkel, Elektro DPS-ekkel. Azt nem tudom, hogy mondjuk Dendrókhoz hogy áll, de Dendro DPS kevés van.
There's no need to be so self-critical.
A jelenlegi helyzetedről, dottore.
I know it's a little late in the day to be asking this, but how have you been keeping?
I'm flattered that you would take the time out of your busy schedule to consider my well-being, Doctor. The part of your soul that went to Nodcry caused quite a stir, sending our organization back to the drawing board on numerous fronts. It was quite a headache for everyone involved.
Dear me. I must have caused you no end of trouble.
You certainly
De
did. I had the rare
egyébként
honor
most,
of
hogy
being
belegondolok,
summoned before
Durint
the
viszont tudod
Tsaritsa with
építeni main
Puccinella to answer
DPS-nek.
for myself.
Mert mindig
Terrifying
supportként
ordeal.
gondolok rá, de ugyanakkor DPS-nek is használható. Ugye ő ilyen kétérű fegyver, hogy bármelyikre ki tudod buildálni, úgyhogy tulajdonképpen akár arra is használhatod. Attól függ ugye, hogy a skilljét hogy nyomod el.
Don't worry, I pulled through. At most, it's a public relations nightmare. I made sure of that.
Now I'm curious.
Úgyhogy így jobban belegondolva még lehet, hogy Durinnal járnál jól, mert akkor lenne egy DPS-ed elején. Csak arra nem emlékszem, hogy Durin szerintem Nodcry-ból szerzi az alapanyagait, mert még akkoriban jött be. Nem tudom, hogy azon a részen jártál-e. Meg ott azért kemények az ellenfelek.
Just pin the blame on someone who wasn't there to defend himself. I could hardly be expected to defy the demands of someone as insistent as the second Harbinger, now could I?
How you slander me. You know full well that I am perfectly amenable to reason. There's no question that you are partly to blame for the ruin of my reputation over the years.
Durinnak Nodcry-ban van, hát ha növény kell neki, az biztos, hogy nem nehéz összeszedni. Azt nem tudom, hogy melyik ellenséget kell hozzáírtani. A boss az biztos, hogy keményebb fajta. Nicole az meg az új Mondstadti területről szedi az alapanyagait, ha jól tudom. Jövőbeli terveidről, dottore.
Do you have anything lined up for when this is all over?
Hard to say. Field work
Vagy
always takes quite a toll.
ja, hogy most én dottore nevében kérdezem
Once I'm
Regrétet?
back at
Oké.
Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette.
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after
Szia,
I went
Virág.
to the trouble of replacing them for you?
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me. What's on your mind?
The limits of humanity.
Mert nem tudom eldönteni, hogy most melyik kérdez melyiktől, mert kettő volt.
Despite running countless calculations,
Semmi gond, Virág, jó
I find there
reggelt.
is simply no way to reduce any further the amount of one's soul required to sustain an individual.
It's rare to hear you admit to being unable to achieve something.
I beg to differ. For instance, as I've told you before, the original me was prone to motion sickness and
Nincs
couldn't
mit,
make
sok
long
sikert.
train rides.
Ah, yes, of course. One of the reasons you often sent yourself out on errands.
Immobile. Egyébként tényleg hasonlít rá.
What are you thinking about now?
A new experiment. In the
Oh,
event that
megint.
my soul was depleted, say we extracted my data from someone else's memories, yours for instance, and then combined it with your intact soul as the base material. What would we create?
Such a scenario would be impossible.
Oh?
As long as your current soul survives,
Köszi,
there will
Virág.
be no need to create a new individual. Don't forget, you were the one who approved of the present situation wherein only one Dottore remains. And if you ceased to exist, who would be capable of performing this experiment?
Since the day I met you, you've always excelled at talking your way out of a quandary.
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight. Really makes my day. The last time we stormed the city, it involved a lot more running around.
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their lifetime.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experiences in my life.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandharvaville.
I hope this will be my last time.
Does everyone have to chime in? Can't we just fight?
What an amusing comment, my dear lady. Yet humans often alleviate tension via small talk, do they not?
Díja, pajzsán keresztül beszél hozzánk Bennu? Igen, oké. Akkor nem alusztam.
Because the image on her shield is one of me. And I, of course, can appear wherever I wish to.
Well, la-di-da. Isn't that fancy? Could I get in on this?
You wish for your gauntlet to speak? Why, certainly.
I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
És akkor most Candice és Díja kaptak egy buffot, vagy mi?
Our troops stationed at every entrance. As we expected. A frontal assault will suffice. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the House of Dana's side door. Move out.
Nem tudom elképzelni, hogy fogok beleférni 3 órába az Archon Quest-re. Sino, Candice, Díja.
Out of my way! Take this!
Shit.
Watch out! Get lost!
Whew. Thank you, Jed.
You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be
Így
certain of
ütne a
defeating your
Candice
opponent.
a kisakkuntomon, de boldog lennék.
Keep your wits about you, Rana.
Surrender! Judgment is upon you! Guilty!
Nincs csak innen már vissza? Ja, köszi. Az nem spoiler. Nem csak abból indulok ki, hogy még meg kell gyógyítanunk Kolleit, vagyis ki kell szedni belőle az isteni maradványokat. Még valamit csinálunk Irminsullal. Most éppen csak bevesszük a várost, aminek önmagában úgy köze nincs Irminsulhoz helyileg. Ha csak nem pont a House of Dana-ba akarunk bemenni. Nem tudom, rossz irányba jövök. Amúgy Candice nem tudom, hogy működik. Szia, Dávid! Amúgy. Láttam előbb az üzenetet, hogy valaki írt, csak még most volt időm elolvasni. Oké, ide jövünk.
Waterway secured.
Brothers! Sisters!
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once we've linked up, we'll continue the advance.
The team has arrived at the north entrance, as planned.
Good. Press on.
Oké. Most mehetek vissza föl? Ez fantasztikus. Na hát azon jól elsétáltam mellette. Fantasztikus.
Grant us your blessing. Let's get it on. You're dead meat.
Ez aztán elszabadult díja, mindent üt, csak azt nem, amit célzok.
Hear my prayer.
Surrender! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Guilty!
Hát azt tudom, hogy te nem szereted, de attól még nem rossz karakter, hogy neked nem szimpatikus. Érdekel, a challenge fiókon most sokat dobott. Igaz, nem sok 5 csillagosunk volt még, szerintem ő az első, akit használunk a Travelert leszámítva.
Finally.
Finally.
Take the middle road now.
Mahamacho Sino, area clear.
Don't relax just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Fatui főváros lett Someru Cityből?
Irminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we could split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all.
As you can see, our people came raring to go.
Good, good.
How are things with the Traveler? Can Tainari keep her safe?
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest watcher. He can handle it.
All right. You know that's not what I meant.
Tainarinak kell minket
Sino and
megvédeni?
the reinforcements have drawn the Fatui's fire away. It's our turn. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently.
Good luck with that. We'll just fly up there.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Paimon.
Forgot she can fly.
Ready?
Ready.
Nem mondod! De nem mondtam, hogy menj be aiming módba. Csak mellé kattintottam, nem tűnt fel. De mi az oka, hogy ennyire gyűlölöd amúgy díját? Most oda megyek? Nem tudom, hova megyek. Fölmegyek én itt. Azon nem olyan. Hogyha felenged mászni.
Keep up.
Akkor nem.
Time for the big one. This ought to do it.
Revelerem még mindig Dendróra van építve.
Squall Fury.
A csávó megtanult repülni.
Quit following me.
Hát mit csináljak? Oh.
Fatui soldiers up ahead.
Már elkezdett viszketni az orrom, nem tudom mi a franc van vele.
Careful.
Prepare for battle.
Ahogy elbújtak.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru City.
You're right on schedule.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fatui sergeant.
They've stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely looks like they were waiting for us. But something feels off. Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottores. And he's no mere sergeant. Whatever his rank is, it's high. Much higher than we thought. So you've been waiting for us. But it looks like you're geared up for a conversation, rather than a battle.
Very clever, General Mahamatra Sino. I know you're the one in charge of this siege, and I look forward to making a deal with you.
A siege? Sumeru City belongs to us!
Historically, yes. But things can always change. We have quite a sizable force with us, you know. For instance... There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now. Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle has not yet reached its climax. But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Surely some of those here are people you count as friends. Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you wish that fate upon anyone you know.
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence!
Mm-hmm.
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
Curses. He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow projected there to lure us in.
Enough talk. Attack!
I apologize for being unable to accompany you at this crucial moment, but I am compelled to leave for reasons beyond my control. Please excuse me. Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were just a decoy.
Decoy or not, what matters now is that they will be heading your way imminently.
Not imminently. They are already here.
Oh. Ah.
Quit following me. Too slow.
We made it!
This is far enough. Tainari, you go help Sino. Don't worry about us. We'll manage from here.
Are you sure you don't need me to stand guard?
No need. Once the connection is established, we'll disappear from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go help the others.
All right. Goodbye for now then. Please tread carefully.
Tehát most fogunk becsatlakozni Irminsulba.
Now where's the interface Nahida mentioned? Come on, where's it hiding?
Found it. We can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the sanctuary of Surasthana's built-in security system. You should be pretty familiar with the process.
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part.
És emlékszek
You
is
don't
rá,
need to
szerinted?
adjust any of the parameters.
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon? Once you're both ready, we'll set off.
Wait, the stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside and help the others. Then, you can focus on the fight without having to worry about Paimon. Huh? Why are you staring at me like that?
Kis Paimonunk felnőtt.
It's nothing. I just suddenly realized how much you've grown.
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself.
Opa.
Anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide in Tavatigan? And don't forget, Paimon's a college student now.
Kíváncsi vagyok, lediplomázol a Paimon.
If we say Alhaitham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia. But for all that he counts, you're doing surprisingly well in your studies.
Just goes to show how important it is to have someone supporting you. And Paimon's not the only one. Let's not forget that you only became a student because of Nahida's personal recommendation.
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah. Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
Ja, tényleg, és itt volt róla szó utoljára.
No way! We're friends now! Paimon gave up on giving you one ages ago. Anyway, isn't Hat Guy enough of a nickname for you?
Fine. Suit yourself.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after yourself.
Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tainari and Sino. You guys are the ones who need to be careful.
We will be. Bye for now.
Szóval Wandererrel bemegyünk Irminsulba, és gondolom ott fog lejátszódni a Dottorra elleni csata. Gondolom, nem tudom, mert ugye Dottorra oda bent van, így feltételezem, hogy hogy itt lesz. Főped máshogy néz ki, mint amikor először jártunk itt. Csinált egy kis Csinált egy kis renoválást a csávó.
Come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read. I can...
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to me next, it won't affect your progress.
Listen to me. Your safety is just as important as mine. Don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good. We came here together, and we're leaving together.
All right, if you insist. I won't argue with you.
Jesus. Mit tettél Irminsullal, Dottor?
Different from how I remember. It's unrecognizable. It's a complete mess. Like someone's turned the place upside down.
Must be Dottore doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs, or...
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But luckily for us, he can't pinpoint our location. Be on your guard. Don't let him find us. The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottore's power. Don't touch them, or you might alert him. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately, it looks breakable. Give it a shot.
Oké. Adtam neki egy esélyt. Lehet, hogy veled kéne. Azt se látom, milyen messze van. Jó van, oké. Nem ok nélkül van velünk Wanderer. Excuse me. Csengetett, milord.
The wind rises.
Átérünk, átérünk! Nem érünk át, what the fuck? Jó, értem, tehát ne nyomjam a shiftet, hanem próbáljam meg a nélkül. Jó. Úgy működik, mint a sima stamina.
The same old trick again? Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. This cheap trick isn't gonna stop us.
Oh!
Oh no! It's...
a trap! Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again? To get us to lower our guard?
Cseles. És kajak nem figyeltem a padlót egyébként.
Why won't this thing budge?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Nicole? Is that you?
Hello?
Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis, and I have to say, this terminal is simply marvelous. It makes tracking you so much easier. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from the terminals to get a partial view of the situation inside Irminsul. It's not the clearest image, but it's better than not being able to help at all. So, here I am. I can't intervene directly, but I can help to guide you out of the jam you're currently in. So please, just follow my lead.
Okay.
Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination nearby. The corrupted information is his—
Is that one of them?
Precisely. Take it out. Good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close. And let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
Mind a két irányba, mi? Én követlek, Nikó. Vezess ki innen jó Siri módjára.
The wind rises.
This must be another one.
Agreed. Now... Wait! Watch out!
It's Dottore.
Ugrottam.
I think he's found us.
Jó, akkor... Kap be. Sima ugrás nem elég. Vagy túl későn ugrottam. Na, most tankolj te egy darabig.
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
Wait, what is that?
Pursuers. That's gotta be it.
Run! Don't
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dodge that attack.
There's more than one path. Which way do we go?
Nicole?
To the left. Trust me.
Mi bízunk benned.
Fleeing like vermin. What a pathetic sight.
Hey!
Watch yourselves. Stay focused.
Azt se tudom azt.
Jump!
More of those corruption sources. Destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible. They're relentless. Is he trying to wear us down? You'll just have to destroy these two.
Jól van, nyugi.
I think the pursuit is over.
Hard to say. Stay alert.
Aréna feelingem van. Hello, Dottore. Hiányoztunk?
I think we've made it to relative safety.
Goodness, that was tough.
Ez jó volt, megint sikerült valami szokatlant belevinniük az Archon Questbe.
Don't worry.
Take a short rest, and then...
Nicole?
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Look at you supporting one another. How very touching.
Dottore!
Took you long enough to find us. You're more useless than I thought.
Persze. Sittalkolj neki.
I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that. Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free. I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements. Played along with your clever little plan. Fleeing is for animals, but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether as soon as you put them in a cage.
If that's true, then why did you come looking for us?
Because I wanted to observe you up close, of course. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that I wish to greet my old acquaintances in person? After all, it's been a while. Scaramouche.
Valaki felismerte.
Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. Nor did I go to any great lengths to uncover your story. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called Irminsul, you were able to achieve something quite remarkable. Once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you managed to erase every trace of your existence. A novel take on death indeed. However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Nodcry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. Just the sight of you was enough for me to intuit the truth. For someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't managed to piece it together.
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you'd even be more delighted to learn the full extent of your crimes.
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, isn't there something that concerns you more right now? Something that fills you with dread? Let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult. But more to the point, I doubt that the prospect of losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case... the cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes. Isn't it?
Dottore?
All here shall bend to my will.
Okay.
Time to ignite!
Squall Fury!
Nem vagyok hajlandó hílerős káját használni. Úgyhogy remélem, hogy a játék úgy dönt, hogy nem halhatok meg.
I'm used to this.
Scorch and burn!
Kiakadtak.
The wind rising.
Does the prospect of death amuse you?
I could ask you the same question! I'll distract Dottore. You focus on the mission.
Got it.
És kapcsolat létrejött.
For the hopes and dreams of the masses.
Open the secret door on this enchanting night. May wisdom's light eradicate ignorance and darkness, and hereby fulfill our ancient vow. Commence data extraction.
Az elég nagy baromság, azt kell, hogy mondjam. Éppen, hogy elég nagy a tétje a történetnek.
You cling to outdated ideals and stand in the way of progress. You will pay for interfering with the grandest experiment of all time.
What the fuck? Okay.
Good timing.
Dottore, as clever as you are, you fail to understand wisdom. Wisdom takes many forms, but the path you have chosen eschews them all.
Huh.
Az igen. Ez azért baromság, Remolian, mert még soha nem volt ekkora a tét. Most aki azt mondja, hogy nem nagy most a tét, annak fogalma nincs a játék sztoriáról. Ugyanis ha Irminsullal bármi komolyabb dolog történik, vagy megsemmisül, akkor nem csak, hogy az embereknek halál után nem tud sehova menni a lelke, tehát hogy örökre elpusztulnak, de hogy a világ történelme megszűnik létezni. Ezért nincs semmi értelme ennek a nézetnek. Az nagyon jó, Dottore.
You're extracting the information from Irminsul just to strip me of my power.
I will find his weakness.
Okay. Jesus.
Commit it to memory.
Okay.
I admire your attempt to introduce a new variable, but it's nowhere near enough.
Engedj már magadhoz.
Wretched vermin! Squall and fury! You're dead!
This might hurt a little. Time to ignite!
A petty trick.
Elégetem saját magam.
Bro.
Az ott van a hír, jó van, ebbe bíztam. Túl magas. Nem tudok lejjebb menni, mert rossz gombot nyomok. Szia, Venti!
We certainly have a knack for surprising each other, don't we?
I'm just getting started.
Oh.
Say your prayers!
The enemy is innocent, but watch your back.
It's time! Say your prayers! Too slow.
Time to ignite!
Let's try this! Muso no Hitokati!
Az igen, haver. Lenyúlod az arkonoknak a... Nem fogok ugrálni.
Squall and fury!
It's time!
Say your prayers! How amusing!
Scorch and burn!
The wind rises.
It's time!
Say your prayers!
Azaz... Nyomjad csak, öreg, nyomjad. Ja, ott van Nahida, épp azon gondolkodtam, hogy Nahida feltartja a falat, de hol a francban van Nahida, aztán most szúrtam ki, hogy ott van hátul a burokba.
How could I have reached this place if death were something I feared?
The last gasp struggle of a dying...
It's time!
Say your prayers! That's enough!
Ah.
It's all yours. Do with it as you see fit.
Just as you say, this world is home to some archaic things. And as you suppose, you are a formidable opponent. You have long coveted the secrets of wisdom. So now, I will demonstrate true wisdom in action. I invoke my supreme authority as the keeper of Irminsul. Commend me or condemn me. But give your verdict now!
Okay. Kis dubstep visszajött. Oh.
Are you certain that you wish to exercise your authority to destroy Irminsul?
Ah, destroy.
It represents both your roots and your finest accomplishments. You truly intend to abandon the very thing you have always fought for?
This is my decision.
Hát akkor remélem zajlik az a backup áruba.
Irminsul is the original tree of Teyvat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintains fate itself. The seven archons should honor and revere it, for their authority was bestowed upon them by the heavenly principles.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity it exists to protect. Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world, then it is me you should seek to preserve.
Planting a seed begins the chain of cause and effect. Since you have become a great tree yourself, why should the loss of another tree be anything to fear? Till we meet again, Lord of Dendro.
Szóval erre kellett a Pyro Gnosis.
The first flame. The pure, cleansing fire.
Ez komoly. Az elpusztított verziói bosszút álltak rajta.
Shall we?
Where were we?
I was suggesting that you needn't perform when signing a contract.
You're only sitting here because your bank demanded an evaluation of the trustee.
So you told a story about a young scholar from a merchant family in Sumeru?
I told a compelling tale, didn't I?
The post-expulsion story is far more captivating.
The human experiments or the elixir of immortality?
The part where you die.
Ah, yes. My favorite part. The 35-year-old Segment thought of himself as Dottore, reserving the name Zondik for the original specimen. Of all the Segments, he was the most selfish. After his expulsion, Dottore searched for a new direction. He joined the Fatui, studied Elazar in great depth, secured resources. He was rather fortunate in his career. Zondik turned to Conrian technology and successfully created his segments. But this was not immortality. Even with backup segments, his body would still age. Still, thanks to Snezhnaya, Zondik found the ideal base for his experiments. Then a perfect partnership materialized at a crucial moment. The year that both parties realized they needed more time. Fortunately, Zondik succeeded. In a miraculous turn of events, he gained the extra time he needed.
I seem to recall it differently.
All right, it's true. No matter how much elixir he took, Zondik remained human and continued to age. Then, on the morning he turned 85...
Help me up! Call for help!
Surely he would be rescued, Zondik thought. But to his surprise, no one helped him. Zondik was too selfish for that.
Don't forget, you're one of us.
Yes, and we're all waiting.
Waiting for me to die.
Pantalone arrived for a meeting and happened to witness what followed. He found it unsettling.
I never said that.
But the Zondiks were unfazed. It was a rare opportunity for self-dissection.
What does all that have to do with you depositing your data at Northland Bank?
It has made me cherish my time in this world all the more.
Fair enough. So you do have a sense of self-preservation.
What do you mean?
You're hardly normal, and you don't cherish life. You just don't want to admit defeat in the limited time you have.
Even so, don't I deserve an interesting ending?
I'm counting on it.
If nothing else, I expect my funeral will be a grand affair indeed.
És úgy is lett. Köszi, virág.
What a magnificent fire.
Most arra vagyok kíváncsi, mert amit ugye előbb elmondtam Irminsulról, az tény, hogy készült-e backup áruba. Mert ugye át tudja venni az Irminsul helyét. De tudtommal nem volt más esély, mint most, amikor becsatlakoztunk Irminsulba, hogy Nahida is tudjon jönni.
In Snezhnaya we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to...
Meg az is érdekes, hogy ugye a Fatui trailerbe nagyon úgy mutatták be, mintha Dottore gyújtaná fel Irminsult. Igazából ő volt a kiváltó, de mégse ő volt, hanem Nahida. A beszarás.
Perhaps it has always been that way. From the beginning, fire has been used to drive away wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could say it's a form of treatment. One that cures the human heart of mortal fear.
Mortal fear? Something you haven't been acquainted with in a long time, by the sounds of it.
Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed.
Kicsit átteszem,
I
mert
remember when
elfogyott
we
az
first
öcsim,
discussed
addig
the elixir
hallgatom.
of immortality. You claimed that extending your lifespan was about buying more time. But was that really the truth? You fear the prospect of dying a wretched end in this world, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm only human, after all. And while you may have forgotten it, you cannot deny that you too were once human, Dottore. I do not believe that there is no such fear in your heart.
Perhaps you are right. But I abandoned it long ago and devoted myself to my experiments. I have felt no fear since.
From the very beginning, I never thought you could win this game.
But still you came, contract in hand, to honor our agreement.
Because I am a reputable partner.
And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than results alone. The process is equally important. I have come here and completed my creation, and I do not regret my decision.
I'm afraid your journey ends here.
After I die, there will be no one to make the elixir of immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years. How then will you prove that you didn't perish in this incident alongside everyone else?
When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction. And I myself am one such environment. I have been quite particular about many things in my life. But where the manner of my death is concerned, I choose not to be.
Hogy beszélget Dottoréval? Ugye Dottore két felé szedte a lelkét. Az egyik Not Cryban volt, a másik felét pedig feltöltötték Sumeruba, az imént, Irminsulba. És Dottore most éppen bennék, hogy a viharba beszélget Regratorral.
You make yourself sound so magnanimous.
Oh, but I am. And I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore.
No spoiler.
But I recognize that you are a truly rare talent.
Ha! I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I've been performing all this time. It has been a long process, and I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine.
If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end.
Indeed. Yet now, the experiment has officially drawn to a close.
What should I call you? Zandik? Or do you prefer Dottore?
Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan. This time, that's what it truly is.
Feofan.
And don't I know it? Goodbye, Zandik.
I could have carried out many more experiments, but to me, Lord of Denro, this outcome is certainly not the worst.
I believe you. But unfortunately, this is where it all ends for you. This experiment does not belong to you, nor do any of the results.
Experiment? It sounds like you're trying to outdo me in my own field.
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand. You know exactly what I mean.
Indeed. I can see no further outcomes. Ha! You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought. Setting fire to the very thing your survival depends on. Your previous threat was empty, but this time, it is real.
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno. Some of the flames that incinerate you come from within yourself.
Perhaps you are right. You see what lies at the bottom of the human heart, and that is your wisdom.
Here is where your journey comes to an end. All that is yet unknown belongs to those of us who will carry on living.
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch enemy all along. But now, it's all over.
Na, ide kereshet új főellenséget magának.
I do not deny your intelligence. But what you refer to as experiments, I would never describe in those terms. They are events that take place in the real world. And they are so much more than mere data. Goodbye. We will never meet again.
Oké. New quest, azt mondja.
Well, that's the last of them. Everyone on the list is already back where they should be.
It was a long, hard road, but we finally finished escorting everyone back. I just pray that we'll never need to leave again. I hope we can stay here forever in this peaceful paradise of our own choosing.
Paradise. In the annals of the Temple of Silence, that word carries great significance. It represents the hopes and desires of the gods. Their longing for a place to rest.
I wouldn't think gods need such a place.
Arra nem számítottam, hogy még a sérekkel is találkozunk
People
egyébként.
always think they're the only ones who can lose their homes. They forget that gods too need a place to reside. As the Goat King once said, a god without his people shall cease to exist. Gods need their believers every bit as much as their believers need them.
Only we can truly understand how much the desert faith has faded over the centuries. But we still talk about the gods as though they're part of our lives.
Given the myriad ways in which gods and humans interact, I'd say they really are. How else could Dunyarzad consider the Dendro Archon a friend?
Well, that sounds about right to me. Describing them as friends sure makes us feel a whole lot closer.
If you told me a few years back that I'd have this many friends, I'd have called you a liar.
Belief is a choice, just like friendship. We've made our choices through battle. The right ones, wouldn't you say?
I'll be heading back to the Temple of Silence. I heard the Goat King and the Ibis King decided to pay us a visit. How about you?
It's back to Aru Village for us. Still plenty of supplies to distribute and people to help.
Until next time, old friend. As long as you can find the time, you're always welcome to visit us in Aru Village.
Right back at you. Make sure to drop by the Temple of Silence the next time you're free. Where it is that two of the other 7 pillars, Shezapang and Bennu, might also be dropping by. Since you're wearing the symbols of their power, it'd only be fitting if you came to see them for yourselves.
Dropping by? That makes it sound like they're visiting a neighbor's home.
Well, the temple was founded by Irminsul, so I guess to them, that's exactly what it is.
Guess that's true.
All right. We'll make sure to find time to stop by. Stay safe on your journey home.
I will.
You do have a point.
See? Retirement has always been a problem, especially for old-timers like us who've been locked away all these years. You finally step out into the light, and bam! You're face to face with a whole different world.
Naturally.
What do you
Ez a
think,
kedvenc szava neki.
Huh? Why would you think to ask me? How could I possibly be qualified to decide where the servants of King Deshret should live?
Sorry if my question was unclear. Do you think their statues will stand out too much if we place them here?
Hey, I never agreed to this. How could we possibly allow our statues to be left in Hermanubis' home? That would be like breaking into someone's house, then pretending it belonged to you in the first place.
Different beliefs can coexist. We still need to respect one another.
By which you mean, you two plan to stay at the Temple of Silence, for a while at least. But you have no intention of relocating your statues here. So, you see this as sort of a family visit? Is that correct?
Family.
Huh. You could say that. In a sense, Hermanubis would view this as his home. Just look at this place. Magnificent, is it not?
The sad truth is, in the past, all three of us invested so much into misguided ventures. We failed to build what we should have, and wasted so much time instead.
And what do you mean by that?
I mean that for the most part, time spent associating with the likes of Sobek, and, let's say, Thoth, might reasonably be considered wasted.
Why does that not surprise me? Go on.
Anyway, given how much time we'll all be spending together, I'd say that the bonds we built will end up proving to have been a sound investment.
Once Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence, returns, you can discuss the matter of staying here with him. But judging by the expressions of everyone here, I imagine you'll receive a very warm welcome. This sacred ground houses untold knowledge, after all. What better place for the servants of King Deshret to appear in the mortal world?
How about we share a meal together first? I imagine it's been many years since you last tasted fresh food.
Oh, that sounds wonderful! After so many hundreds of years, I can only surmise that desert cuisine has become a lot more varied.
Are we having a get-together? If you'd like, I can help prepare some food. After all, Lord Thoth, you helped me so much in the desert, and I still haven't properly thanked you.
Oh, my, that would be wonderful. I'm touched that you still remember.
How the times have
Hogy
changed.
nem emlékezne?
To the people of today,
Tönkretette szegénynek az
the
agyát.
Ibis King has become a kind and passionate god.
And you, Mr. Herreshoff? What kind of god do you wish to be?
To be honest, I
Még ha
haven't given it
segíteni
much
is
thought.
akartál.
How about you, Dendro Archon? Do you have any hopes for your future?
Me? I'm very happy with my current life.
Forgive my bluntness, but you do not seem to derive your authority from majesty and might, like Lord Al-Akhmar. Clearly your approach has its advantages, but also its dangers, don't you think?
I do, but projecting a majestic front doesn't really suit me. Besides, my relationship with others isn't simply one of a god and her people.
Not putting on airs might earn you more adoration.
Exactly. Besides, I really like parties where everyone brings their own food, and we all come together to share. You should join us. I'm sure you'll find it fun.
Last time when we got together for a picnic near the Avidia Forest, it was quite the occasion. Seeing as you're already here, how about we hold the next one in the desert?
Can we do that? Wouldn't Tainari have to transport a ton of drinking water?
Don't worry, I can help out. Layla, would you like to join us next time?
Me? Sure.
The more the merrier. That way we...
Don't take this the wrong way. I just think you should know. When it comes to passing the time, chess is more our thing.
Legalábbis a tiéd.
In that case, Dendro Archon, what do you say?
If I were to compete against you, I can't say with certainty I'd win, but I certainly wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
Where's Sobek? I'm sure he'd be good for a few rounds.
Ja, jól lett, mint a csávó.
Cards! I'll always prefer chess.
I wonder what variant of chess we're talking here. Mr. Thoth, is there some sort of astrological significance to this game?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. As long as the leader of the Temple of Silence agrees, we can search Hermanubis' place for books to teach you how to play.
Ti is meg tudjátok tanítani, nem? Annyira sakkozni akartak?
Such devastation visited on Sumeru City. So many houses destroyed or damaged in the fighting. Who could have foreseen this? Look at all of this. It's going to take me forever to tidy up. I suppose living below the academia doesn't always work out to your advantage.
I would have thought a little appreciation of my sincerity and effort in helping to clean up this mess might be in order.
Helping? Effort? This is your house! Of course you should be putting in the effort! If anything, I'm the one who's helping.
So you see yourself as just a helper in this situation. I must admit, I'm rather shocked.
If you're trying to say that since I live here too, I have an obligation to tidy up, fine. I suppose I do. Wait a second, stop changing the subject! Nevertheless...
In the wake of a great storm, a missing roof is a predictable inconvenience.
Can you stop making it seem like I care more about this house than you do? Doesn't it upset you at all to see your home in this state?
I won't pretend it's ideal, but that's no reason to be upset.
This is the roof over your head, your shelter from the cold. The furniture is scattered, the paintings have fallen off the walls, the windows are shattered. Don't you feel even a little disheartened?
The way I see it, these problems are easily solved.
Ugh, this is precisely why
A
I hate
létem is a
talking to you about
nyugodtsága.
sentimental things. It's like banging my head against a wall. You simply don't understand just how much work goes into making a proper home.
It sounds like this is causing you a lot of anguish.
You mean the house or the paintings?
I mean your sentimentality.
Oh,
Ja, hát
well,
ez
yes.
nem
But
újdonság.
I'd rather not dwell on such things right now.
Generally speaking, when anguish becomes the norm, people usually make an attempt to improve their situation.
But there are so many people and things in life that are difficult to change. It's not like you can force them. Besides, anguish can be a source of inspiration. And I'm not sure I could break my reliance on it.
I'm glad you're able to make yourself think like that.
What kind of a response is that? I was stating a profound truth about the very nature of art. Suffering is the cradle of all creation. Even you can't deny that.
And I wasn't trying to. I'm just happy for you. Pure and simple. Can't you tell?
Happy about what?
Happy that you can always find an answer that backs up your views. More often than not, life is a process of running into problems and then searching for answers. Yours, not everyone's so good at justifying things to themselves. It's something that you've been steadily mastering.
Huh. What about you, then? What skills have you been mastering lately?
Pass me that box.
Huh? Okay.
És mi van a
You may
dobozban?
consider this my progress on the path to mastery.
What? Wait a second. Isn't that box mine? Hey, it is. It must have fallen off that shelf. I'll hate them. Those are my paints and inks.
Would you like me to put it in your bedroom for you?
Huh? I mean, sure, if you don't mind. What kind of progress is this? Does he think he can bribe me? Not that giving me back my own things is much of a bribe. These books on the floor, they're a complete mess. And this one, didn't he say it was an out-of-print collectible? It's completely covered in dust, and some of its pages have even fallen out. Ugh, guess I should help him repair it. This one too. And this one.
Még mindig olyanok, mint a rossz házastársak. Oké.
Local subterbeasts, imported goods, such a bright future ahead. I can picture the Mora just rolling in.
You do realize you sound like a choking cow?
It's called being imposing. Can't you feel it? Are you not intimidated?
Oh, I'm positively shaking in my sandals. What commands do you have for me, oh mighty Lord Sangamabe?
You've got a lot of nerve, Nefer. You went and told Candace and the others everything, didn't you? Seriously, do you have any idea how differently they see me now?
Surely that's a good thing. I presume they're more disposed to actually like you now. Maybe even view you as a friend.
Dori mindig is fel akart maradni a pénzéhes kereskedő szerepében.
You traded my secret for sympathy! Thanks to you, I've lost every last shred of my mercantile majesty. How am I supposed to make anyone think I'm a big, scary investor now?
The dark days of Lord Sangama Bay are behind you. Why not take this chance to make a few honest friends?
Speaking of friends, since when did the notorious Lady Nefer gain such an admiration for holier-than-thou types? A moon chanter here, an angel there? Who'd have thought it?
A coming together of fates, nothing more. No need to throw around accusations of admiration.
Forget it. You're right about one thing at least. Making friends is never a bad thing for a merchant. So... I really took a loss this time.
What the fuck?
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to see if you're really crying or if those are just crocodile tears. A little birdie told me that when Lord Sangama Bay makes money, the tears flow from the center of her eyes. But when she loses it, they flow from the corners. Which is it this time?
Ugh, you are so annoying. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Nefer! Thank goodness you're here. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Huh? Well. If it isn't the House of Dana's very own librarian, what can I offer you today, Katayun?
Oh no, I'm not here to buy. I'm here to bring Lady Nefer a book, and a fascinating one at that. We agreed to meet at the entrance to the mausoleum of King Deshret. One more thing. I bought this copy with my own money. It's not borrowed.
Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. That's quite the mouthful.
Nem Inazumából van ez is.
Huh? Isn't that the one that...
It was all the rage for a while. People throughout the city were clamoring to get their hands on a copy.
Szia,
The
Kenzie.
names inside were all circled. Everyone thought it was a riddle.
Don't bring up that book in my presence. I don't even want to hear its name. That thing was nothing but a scam.
Surprisingly enough, I've actually heard of this book. Though it doesn't seem of much
Szenvedni emelektől.
consequence.
Körülbelül.
So, what truth lies
Azt
behind it?
tudnám mondani.
You're from the
Egyébként
Valhalla
azt
and you're
leszámítva
asking
jól.
me what the truth is?
És te?
I'd say the actual truth was about the least important part of the whole episode. I brought you this book because it probably has the most interesting backstory of any in the House of Dana's collection, at least in recent years. As for its quality, well, you can judge that for yourself.
Don't tell me it's actually any good.
You may not know this, Lord Sangama Bay, but Lady Nefer has a fondness for books with... How should I put this? Mixed reviews?
No eye for good literature. Huh.
Perhaps she feels that bad books hide interesting secrets? But I shouldn't put words in her mouth. It's probably fair to say she prefers the conversations that books can spark over the substance of the books themselves.
Suits my style as an intel broker, wouldn't you say? Very interesting, thank you. I'll return it to you once I'm done reading. And as it happens, I have something for you, too.
Incense?
I imagine you've already used
Köszi a
up the
megosztást.
incense I gave you last time. Here's some more. This batch is from Nodcry, so the scent won't be quite the same.
Well, actually, I've been saving the incense you gave me. I couldn't bring myself to waste it without a special occasion. But I'll gladly accept this, too. And I promise I'll use it this time.
Most esik le, hogy ez a csaj az, akivel együtt járt még az akadémiára. Hú, de sokáig tartott. Ő volt az, akit ott hagyott, amikor elhagyta Sumerut, amikor elment bosszút állni a sivatagba.
Katayun, you haven't changed a bit.
Fű, miért tartott ez 5 percig, hogy felfogjam? Valószínűleg azért, mert egy jelenetben volt benne, és nem ragadt meg a neve.
Congratulations, Kale.
Well done, Kale. After studying for so long, you finally become a full-fledged ranger.
Sure hasn't been easy for you, huh? This really is fantastic news.
All grown up. No longer a trainee, but an official forest ranger. Oh, the next step is to secure tenure in the academia.
Thanks, everyone.
Bejön, csak még sok kérdésem
I'm
van.
an official forest ranger now. Master Tainari, thank you for your guidance and support. I wish Mr. Sino were
Örülnék,
here so I
hogyha
could
még
thank him
Nahidával
too.
lenne egy beszélgetésem.
Sino had a matter to attend to at the Temple of Silence. I don't imagine he'll be back for some time. But don't worry. We can celebrate together once he's finished.
I'm afraid the party will have to wait. Kale still has some matters to attend to first.
Kale? Is everything all right?
No, it's not what you think. There's nothing wrong with my health. I just have a few things I need to deal with. I've made plans with the Traveler and Paimon to visit Mondstadt. Master Tainari and Mr. Sino will be accompanying us too.
Well, that's a relief.
Ja, várj, Kollait már kigyógyítottuk a maradványokból, most esik le. Még a 9-es részbe.
Of course. I have a feeling you're right.
Erről megfeledkeztem.
After all that catching up on sleep and food, Paimon's feeling full of vim and vigor again.
For someone who spends so much time resting, your recovery routine is surprisingly simple.
Hey! Paimon's been working her butt off too, you know. She flew all over the city helping everyone out.
Don't worry. I saw how hard you worked.
All right. We all know you're the most hardworking person in Tavad. As long as you're rested and full, that's what really matters. Paimon's been looking around the place, and it seems like the city's already on the mend. But Paimon's been wondering how Nahida's doing. We should check in on her.
We should, yes. We should. Igen, Lumin. Így van. Oh, oké.
Traveler, Paimon.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. Nahida was just expressing concern for my physical and mental well-being.
Oh, the Traveler told Paimon all about that. We've both been very worried about you. Are you feeling all right?
You make it sound like I'm on the brink of some kind of breakdown. Truth is, I'm doing much better than you might imagine.
Beteljesült a bosszúd.
If we can just get to the bottom of Dottoro's intentions, we can minimize his negative influence. That's the sort of thing I excel at.
Just listen to that newfound optimism. It seems like having you enroll in the Bahumana was a truly inspired move. I can really see the positive influence.
Observe, a classic Sumero specialty. Chalking everything up to education and learning.
To be honest, even I can sense the change in you.
Everything Dottori said to you was a way to manipulate your mind. Fortunately, you're no longer under his sway.
Can someone as old as me really continue to grow?
If it helps, just think of yourself as a late bloomer. It's all a matter of phrasing, and it comes down to what standards you measure yourself by. For a puppet, developing at such an age is perfectly normal. But if you choose to call yourself a late bloomer, it sounds more like you consider yourself human.
However you see yourself, well done.
All right, I see what you mean.
Anyway, what's your next step?
What else can I do but complete my current courses? Everything else can wait. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. There are still things in the city I need to help out with. I'll be heading there now.
I'm so happy that Hat Guy is doing better than we thought. But what about you, Nahida? How are you holding up? The Pyro Gnosis burned down the corrupted Irminsul. The flames blazed for 7 days and 7 nights before they finally subsided. All that was left were the parts underground.
Azért mondom, most, hogyha Irminsul elpusztul, akkor ennyi volt Tibetnek. Tulajdonképpen az egész bolygónak a szíve Irminsul. hogy így nem tudott volna tovább működni. Tehát ezt nem raktam össze, hogy csak a felszínen lévő részt gyújtottuk fel. Ugyanakkor logikus, mivel egy másik síkon létezik Irminsul, és két síkon egyszerre nem hiszem, hogy csak úgy ki lehet gyújtani.
Now, Aru shoulders the responsibilities that once belonged to Irminsul.
Tehát a föld alatti része Irminsulnak az megmaradt.
So Tevat's most vital information has largely been preserved.
Irminsul has a strong influence over you, doesn't it? How will you cope now that it's gone?
There is no need to worry. Thanks to Nicole's extraordinary talents, my connection to Irminsul has been severed and transposed onto Aru.
Az igen. Ugye eddig Nahida tulajdonképpen ez majdhogy nem azt lehet mondani, hogy az Irminsulból nyerte az elejét, ő volt a fenntartója neki, és most ezt a kapcsolatot Irminsullal, ezt Nicole így átpakolta Aruba, hogy most Aruhoz kapcsolódik Nahida.
Angels can do things like that? They can.
Nicole bármit megcsinál.
Such abilities are precisely what makes them so powerful. The goddess of flowers, Nabu Malikata, once claimed that she too could perform feats beyond the reach of mere mortals. In my eyes, much of what
Viszont azt nem értem, hogy ugye Dottore már a föld alatt korruptálta Irminsult, az így megjavult, vagy... Mert az oké, az úgy fogalmazott Nahida, hogy így nem keletkeztek akkora károk. Tehát, hogy valamennyi kár van Irminsulban, de az most így Dottore halálával az így megszűnt? Vagy...
So, does that mean your situation is
Tehát, hogy a korrupt részek azok megszűntek létezni, és annyi, hogy elveszett némi információ?
Correct. Just
Vagy most ez hogy működik?
has become the new Irminsul, and the essence of my existence has been bound to it. The wisdom of Sumeru has ultimately converged into a single, unified entity. Should we ascribe this all to fate, or is it merely fortune?
Whatever it is, the important thing is that you're okay, Nahida.
Dendro Archon, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Greetings, Traveler and Paimon.
Sir Nevis, do you have something urgent to say?
Yes, there's something I need to report. We've received a message from Snezhnaya.
Mi pedig?
The Fatui Harbinger, the rooster, sends us his sympathies, along with all the usual pleasantries.
A rooster az a gnóm, akire azt hittem, hogy regrátor.
His stance is that, following the unrest and nod cry, Dottore was subjected to internal censure.
Hát ezek a reklámok ilyenek. Minimumra le van húzva, ennél többet nem tudok tenni.
No less than can be expected.
Ja, tehát most úgy, ugye Dottore már rég egyedül dolgozott, és senki nem vállalja a felelősséget érte, hogy megvadult.
The letter goes on to say that even so, Snezhnaya cannot claim to be blameless. Apparently, they will deal with Dottore's subordinates in accordance with Snezhnayan law, holding all those involved in his crimes accountable. Additionally, they are supplying relief funds and supplies, which are already en route.
Huh.
They hope this will aid in Sumeru's reconstruction.
Az egy kellemes meglepetés.
Sounds like you've got an answer for everything.
True, but as diplomatic rhetoric goes, it's highly effective. Completely watertight, both in logic and sentiment.
This disaster has had a profound impact on Sumeru. There is much that I will keep in my heart. The matter of Dottore can be seen as settled for now. We are sure to cross paths again in the future, and in that light, Snezhnaya would do well to uphold their responsibilities and keep a tight rein over their actions. With Irminsul burned, the flow of fate now carries many more possibilities. I will be watching carefully.
Perhaps we can move on to a less serious matter? Dendro Archon, will you eat with us once this matter is dealt with? Everyone wishes to celebrate together. Your presence would be most welcome.
Of course! Junior Zod, Sino, and Hypatia all told me the same thing. If there isn't enough room for everyone, we can arrange back-to-back feasts.
What a wonderful idea. That just leaves the question of what we should eat.
Not more tomatoes, surely.
More? Dendro Archon, what do you mean by more tomatoes?
Those good friends of yours are always talking about tomatoes. Sometimes when I'm walking through the city, I can even hear them arguing in the fields. Since you see them so often, you must hear about tomatoes even more than I do. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. The word has a certain magic to it. Like the autumn fur of a sumpter beast swirling in the wind, sometimes flying up my nose.
What?
Tomatoes.
Okay.
What can we make with tomatoes? Wait, why tomatoes?
Take your time, there's no need to rush. The traveler, Paimon, and I still have somewhere we need to visit. You'll have plenty of time to think it over before I return.
Does this mean you're going to Natlan? Meeting them there in person. It will require a long journey.
I know. But this is necessary. I must go myself. Traveler, Paimon, we'll set off as soon as you're ready. Is that all right?
Sure. We'll be ready whenever you are.
Az igen. Az előbb megjelent TikTokon egy kicsit, de
We should grab some snacks along the way, though.
nem sokkal később el is tűnt.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to
Hát
this
rápihen
so
a
much.
hétvégére. Jó, megesik.
Natlan is such a lively place.
Á, most már Netlenbe megyünk, mert most már nincs barikád.
I can see that. There are people outside.
Ez is fura, hogy Nahidát Netlenben látni.
Happy way of life.
You came. Welcome, welcome. You must be hungry from your journey. Would you like something to eat?
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. We've been eating the whole way here. We had a mushroom platter, Sab's meat stew, butter braised chicken, Hadasara pudding. Paimon's positively stuffed.
És ki mondta, hogy te neked egész úton non-stop enned kell, Paimon?
All right, all right. No need for all that detail. I'm starting to get hungry myself.
Maybe later then. We can wait till everyone's got an appetite. Then I'll head out for a meal together.
Sounds like a plan. Let's find somewhere to sit down.
Üljünk le valahol.
I should tell you, I already have some sense of why you've come.
Why's that, Malika?
To say thank you.
Your senses are spot on. But on top of that, we also feel guilty.
Because the Pyro Gnosis has vanished?
Oh.
I sensed its loss.
Ezt hogy nem vettem észre? Amikor kigyújtottuk, eltűnt a Gnosis.
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the Pyro Gnosis. Not even any trace of it burning to ash.
Ha. Mennyi az esélye annak, hogy amikor az égő fánál beszélgetett Dr. Regrátorral, akkor Dr. odaadta neki a Gnosist? Mert ha még haldoklás közben is tudott egy kivetülést csinálni magáról, akkor még ezt is kinézem belőle, esküszöm.
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant to say the least. Perhaps the Pyro Gnosis's disappearance is simply a knock-on effect of the impact it's had on a certain strand of fate. There's no need to feel guilty. We were clear that this time there was to be no returning, only giving. Pure and simple.
Thank you really is a fascinating phrase. We use it to express gratitude for the smallest of things. Yet,
Hát drogosok, ja, igen.
to describe,
Akik a semmire táncolnak, igen.
it's not that we lack other means of expressing.
Lehet, hogy erre a zenére táncolnak.
When we truly need to express our feelings, the simplest and purest words are always the most powerful.
You're right. In Natlan, we prefer simple expressions too. Companionship, friendship, support. They might not sound fancy, but the sentiment behind them is sincere.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often a vehicle for the deepest wisdom of all.
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you much harm. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
Most ezt nem értem. Tehát, hogy most egyszer, mert az elején azt mondta Nahida, nem az elején, hanem Irminsul felgyújtása után, hogy a föld alatti részek azok nagyjából épek maradtak. De azóta meg minden egyes alkalommal arról beszélünk, hogy Irminsul teljesen elpusztult, meg ugye, hogy Aru átvette Irminsul szerepét. Most akkor what the fuck van a föld alatti részekkel?
There's still a lot of work to do, but before we begin, we felt it was important to come here and speak with you.
Félreértettem volna Nahida mondatát.
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt that seeing you, in a sense, is like basking in warm sunlight.
That's a nice way of putting it. I like that. To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more to say, why don't we go bask in some actual sunlight?
Vissza kell majd
The weather's
néznem.
beautiful today.
What a great idea! Paimon's gonna lie back and soak up some rays.
Pihenteted a láthatatlan végtagjaidat? Na? Ja, vártam az endinget. Lesz a rezonálás. Már úgy megszoktam az utóbbi időben, hogy
In that
mindig.
case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too before we head to our next stop.
And where might that be?
Mondstadt. Paimon and I are gonna head back there with Kale and the gang.
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains inside Kali had come from the goddess of flowers, but I kept it a secret. Those remains weren't hurting Kali, not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her, a yearning for an ordinary life, a yearning to hold on to the hard-won happiness she now enjoys. With someone like her, I have a responsibility to keep her secret.
She should be ready to face the truth by now.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness. Every child grows up, but even as adults, they are still children in the eyes of certain people.
Oh, just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a little kid. Is that so? Well, anyone who's friends with a kid is probably a kid themselves. Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who happens to be a kid. Or more like looking after, in her case. Anyway, we'll always be there to watch out for our friends. Dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always. But busy with wonderful things. That's because I'm no longer a trainee. I'm now an official forest ranger. Impressive, right? Sino said that official rangers sound much tougher than trainees. Though he did say it was already pretty tough to start out with. You probably heard that something big happened in Sumeru recently. Don't worry, it's all been taken care of. We're heading to Mondstadt soon, so if you're free, maybe we could meet up? Plus, it's not just me. A few of us are going. Hey, do you still remember that time we all got together?
Most nekem egy kicsit ilyen fura érzés, hogy Sucrose-nak ír, és nem Ambernek.
Tainari, is that...
Don't you say it! Is that the great Vayu-Vyastra? Behold, the great Vayu-Vyastra, General Mahamatra.
How times have changed. I wasn't expecting you to beat me to the punchline. You've changed.
You've really upped the aggression in your battle against Sino's jokes.
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
For the love of...
Traveler! Paimon! You're right on time!
I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Kalei! Sucrose! It's been so long! How have you been?
I've been well. Everything's going great. What about you? Are you still busy?
Not at the moment. Oh, right! That juicer you gave us works amazing! Farzad loves
Ja, hogy nem is Faruzan csinálta, hanem Sucrose-tól kaptuk. Ó, értem.
Seriously? That's
Ez az info
wonderful.
is kiesett.
I don't suppose you drew up a detailed test report. Oh, what fruits did you use? How was the texture of the final product?
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your questions one at a time.
Albedo! Paimon didn't see you there!
It's been a while since all of us were together like this. How about we follow the same plan as last time?
Good idea, my friend. You never disappoint.
So, what are your identities this time?
Don't remind him.
First things first. Allow me to introduce our very own official Forest Ranger Kale. The rest of us are simply her humble travel companions.
This sounds like one
Pont
of
úgy
those
néztek
mushy
ki,
stories that gets people hooked
mint
on some
szerény
corny,
kísérők.
heartwarming premise.
Oh, is our story not heartwarming? If I recall correctly, there was even a scene like this in King of Invocations.
Besides being heartwarming, our story's also about tough, impressive-sounding job titles. At least that's what I think.
Oh, you're here already. I'm still giving Dodeko a little trim. I won't be a moment.
A trim? Does Dodoko need haircuts too?
Te nyírod a saját dodokód?
Of course. It's important to know how to take loving care of the apples of your eye.
Én abban a hitben voltam, hogy ilyenkor ők maguk öltenek fel egy dodokó alakot. Nem gondoltam, hogy belemásznak egy élő dodokóba, és van mindegyiknek sajátja ráadásul.
It's because I'm an angel, and angels are, in a way, the guardians of all Teyvat.
Oh, right! Well, that's definitely an impressive-sounding job title.
What are you writing?
I'm just brainstorming some cool-sounding lines.
I'll write them on these card backs.
Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty amazing, wouldn't you say?
Miss Nicole.
Kale? You seem a little nervous.
I was just wondering, who was the person you mentioned who needed their wish fulfilled?
Wish? What do you mean?
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over. She said a friend of hers had a wish that needed my help to come true.
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged to meet in Mondstadt. But we thought it had something to do with the god remains.
To be fair, everything I told you was true. Anyway, my friend is waiting. Come on, let's pay her a visit.
Hogy azok a slime-ok még nem mondták meg, hogy mindig oda spawnoljanak.
Surprised?
Oh,
I bet you weren't
Lilopár.
expecting to meet a woman like me beneath this beautiful tree in a faraway land.
Nem szedtük még ki Kollejből a izét, mi? Csak szó volt róla. Úgyhogy annyi info volt ebbe az utolsó 2 questbe, hogy teljesen össze vagyok zavarodva.
An oasis will spring from the place where a djinn resides. That saying falls somewhat flat here in Mondstadt, given that everywhere is already so lush and green.
Hát most egyébként tényleg borzasztó sok már a beszélgetés. Most még én is úgy éreztem, hogy voltak mondatok, amiket ki lehetett volna hagyni. Túlságosan átment Slice of Life-ba ez az utolsó két küldi. Ugye eddig is volt sok beszéd, de eddig azért elhangzottak olyan érdekességek, ami a karakternek a jelleméről, vagy a életéről hoz információkat. Itt viszont most tényleg volt egy csomó olyan hát nem az, hogy teljes beszélgetés, de hogy egy csomó beszélgetést megtoltak olyan párbeszédekkel, ami már szerintem nem volt szükséges, mert semmi új nem jött ki belőle. Nem tudom. Most kivételesen még én is így éreztem, hogy ebbe az utolsó két részbe kicsit túltolták. Itt vagyunk, több mint 3 órája csinálom ezt az Archon Questet, és a 90% a beszélgetés. Egy minimum fél órát le lehetett volna belőle faragni.
The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It has stirred within my heart for centuries, millennia even. Originally, it was merely Al-Akhmar's lie, but now it has become reality.
Could this be related to the goddess of flowers?
My dear young lady, my mistress left her final trace in this world upon you. I can't tell you how glad I am to see you here. And now I have seen you, and peered into your heart. You have experienced hardships and suffered setbacks.
Nem, most csak közben azt nézem, hogy a végén még az Abyss se fér bele. De ahhoz képest, hogy 1 órát megcsináltunk az Archon Questből még reggel. Igaz, hogy megállok közben gondolkodni, de azért nem olyan hosszú időkre. Meg néha pörgetem a beszélgetést, és úgy agyalok rajta, mert tudok rá figyelni attól még.
Are these things not yours as well?
They are. This is something I've talked about with Miss Nicole. Miss Nicole said I should learn how to adjust my standards. I just want to live as an ordinary human. Anything beyond that isn't mine.
Don't you want anything from the remains of the goddess of flowers?
She gave me a revelation once. I think that's already more than enough.
In the past, you would not have possessed such a rich heart. Your brief life has taught you to hold on to everything good, to home in on kindness. How fascinating. You're nothing like Nabu Malikata, and you're certainly not her.
Of course not. I'm not some great and powerful being, Miss Lilopar.
Yet I am a Djinn. We exist because of the Lord of Flowers. We revere and love her. My wish is to see her one last time. To give everything for her. Kale, can you do this for me?
But her remains won't be easy to remove. Are you sure this is what you want?
That's beside the point. First, I need to know. Are you willing to do something for the soul of this lonely, wandering woman?
I'm willing.
But look, you know nothing about me. Even if you have heard the stories about me, all you would know is that I was rightly punished for the many evil deeds I committed. Ah, so you do know. Your lips are quivering, your eyes trembling, and still you're willing to do something for me. Life has been cruel to you, and yet you've learned to be kind. My dear young lady, to repay your kindness, I too must play my part.
Are you sure about this, Lilopar?
I yearn to see my mistress. For this moment, the world can burn to ashes, the universe be engulfed in flame. I care about nothing else.
Visszatért az igazi régi Lilopar.
I can give you a gift. You'll become just another ordinary human.
But Miss Lilopar, what will happen to you?
My wish will be fulfilled, and I can die happy.
Why would you wish for that?
A long, unending life might seem desirable for one who has never possessed it, yet it brings torment to one who has. My remains are scattered across the yellow sands, but my soul can find no peace.
Since you've promised to grant my wish, give me that release. Allow the dying to die, and let the dead rest in peace. You have my thanks.
Kale, there's no pressure on you. What she said, it's all true. A wish is a genuine desire, after all.
It's as if you want to use the last of your life to give me a better future.
Nothing so selfless. We'll be using our futures to fulfill each other's wishes. This is a noble act. A beautiful and secret transaction between two women.
I understand. Miss Lilupar, I'm ready.
Close your eyes, Kale. Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress. The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. Like surrendering to your grace, my mistress. People say that devotion is beautiful, yet filled with pain. How foolish of them. For me, devotion is beautiful, pure and painless. Devotion is my love. Thank you.
Az komoly. És akkor most eltűnne mindenki inventoriából, Lilupár.
She disappeared?
She left, carrying the blessing of flowers.
Kale, are you alright?
I'm fine. Now that the remains are gone, I don't actually feel any different at all.
Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her.
Kale must have already received.
I'm doing fine.
Azt hittem hosszabb lesz.
There's really no need to worry.
Then my wish has come true
to become ordinary?
That's just one of my wishes. Actually, I have a few more. For instance, I want to protect the people I meet and help them find happiness. That sort of thing.
So between Miss Lilupar and me, you fulfilled 2 wishes already. And protected 2 people.
Wonderful, isn't it? I feel so fantastically happy.
I guess that settles things here.
So what's next? What do you want to do when we get back to town?
Kale, look who I've brought to see you.
Ember.
Hey, Kale! I heard you guys were holding some kind of secret event. How come you started without me?
Ja, hát én most ugye azt hallottam, hogy HSR-be tolták túl nagyon. Hogy konkrétan elskippelve ennyi idő egy quest.
Really?
Mint itt végig hallgatva minden beszélgetést.
Me. The old me.
So that's what this is all about. Did you come all the way to Mondstadt for that? Because we knew the old you so we could witness the change?
Exactly. The old me is gone. I puffed her into the air, and she became a fluffy pink cloud, floating into the sky, before disappearing forever.
Do you think, maybe up in the sky, she has friends waiting for her with test tubes, flasks, and bows?
Oh, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound so bad after all.
What do you think, Miss Nicole?
I think maybe that's right. At least, if it were up to me, I'd consider that a happy ending.
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago, these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger, and I feel like I can finally accomplish things by myself. Surely someone as mysterious as you will find a friend like this fascinating? Always growing, always thriving like a plant. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking about it makes me feel a little lonely. I know the weakness that kept me company will one day leave me too. But somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this step. To walk towards the new me.
És nincs glitchelés. Rip Dottore! Beszarás. Ez rohadt hosszú volt ez a küldi. Ezt tényleg túltolták most. Nem, ebben most tényleg már volt több olyan párbeszéd. Maga egyébként a sztori jó volt, a főszál az jó volt, csak alapvetően azzal nincs bajom, ha megfűszerezik a sztorit a karakterekkel egymás közötti kontaktjával és párbeszédével, de most tényleg sok esetben úgy elhúztak párbeszédeket teljesen feleslegesen, hogy még én is álmosítónak találtam, pedig én imádom a lore-t. Miért fura a képem? Mert besüt a nap, megy le a nap, és ide süt rám pont. Zöld háttérnek nem tetszik, hogy jön az extra fény. Kicsit megsüti a zöld háttér hátulját, és amiatt ilyen szellemképes vagyok. Ki is kapcsolom a kamerát. Hát öcsém, most az a helyzet, hogy 4 óra alatt még abban sem vagyok biztos, hogy az Abyssnek van értelme nekiállni. Megcsináltam már a izéket? Egy időben aktívan farmoltam a mi a fenét. Spiritualt, aztán egyszer csak abba hagytam, és most már egy hónapja nem nyúltam hozzá. Ezt 4 óra alatt még pont megcsinálom. Sőt, amióta bekerült az új Mondstadt, azóta nem is kerestem szerintem. Nem itt van, oké. Next. Hát, ez hosszú volt. Nem. Mondom, egyébként maga a főszál nem volt rossz, de most itt ez egy kicsit zavaros nekem, hogy most akkor mi is van Sumeruval. Vagyis a Irminsullal, ezt majd vissza kell néznem, mert teljesen el vagyok veszve. Lehet, hogy átsiklottam valamin Nahida mondatába, nem tudom. Itt sincs. Fantasztikus. Itt meg se néztem, pedig ott voltam a szobornál. Onnan mentem el. Sincs. Ez nem sikerült. Itt még mindig nem tudom, hogy ennek melyik oldalán kéne lennie, mert itt még soha nem volt nekem. Én feltételezem, hogy valahol ezen a felén, mert itt van úgy több hely, de... Nem próbáltam, de hát az se fér bele ennyi időbe. Úgyhogy majd jövő héten talán... Az a baj, hogy most túl sok új content jött, bejött a 2 Archon Quest, bejött az event egy 3 órás sztorival. Hátra van még a 3 endgame-em, amit ugye jövő héten csináltam volna, de mivel az eventet jövő héten meg kell csinálnom, így nem vagyok benne biztos, hogy meg lesz. Arra kell vigyáznom, hogy ne járjon le egyik se. Ugye a CGN csak most indult, úgyhogy arra még rengeteg időm van. Miért jöttem fel ide? Nem is kellett volna ide feljönnöm. Na mindegy. Nem menj bele. De én szólóba akarom megpróbálni először. Mert a 4-est azt általában le tudom szólózni olyan 60-70%-ban, mert azért ez nem olyan magas arány, de meg akarom mindig először próbálni egyedül. Richard. Unusual Richard keresem. Ezt 4 óra alatt pont megtalálom 2-szer. Itt sincs, miért is lenne. Olyan rég jártam körbe ezt az utat. Hát öcsém. Megint az utolsó helyen lesz, mindig az utolsó helyen van. Ilyen az én szerencsém. Hát, sincs, oké, remek. Mondom én. Már csak 3 helyen lehet.
I bet the crops back in the orchard are loving this weather. Hurry up, Grassa!
Nem, meg vagy. Az, igen, fishing, harc közben, nem? Oké. Akkor még egy. Nem tudom, hogy hova megy. Ja, nem, csak most eszembe jutott, hogy 1000 éve nem szedtem ki. Nincs. Nézzük meg ezt, ugye annyi, hogy ugyanazon a helyen nem spannol, de 2-szer, tehát egyel kevesebbet kell átnézni. Totál elfeledkeztem erről az achievementről, mert onnantól, hogy kijött az NT-je, inkább abba öltem a szabadidőmet, hogy abba tudjak haladni, mert az is heti egy streammel, még mindig nem értem utol az 1.0 contentet. Pedig a hétvégémet most arra szánom a délelőttjeimet. Meg vagy. Yay, cabbage. Szuper. Már csak 8-szor kell majd elintézni. 16 óra. Reggel 8. Az töké, mert én olyan fél 6-kor fogom elkölteni. Fantasztikus. Oké. Hát lemerített az Archon Quest. Nagyon hosszú volt. Most még ez a bajom, hogy még ebbe itt belesek. Mi completed? Ja, ez a... De hülye vagyok. Nem ezt kerestem, amúgy ezt kerestem. 11 napon van, tehát egyedül jövő héten lesz esélyem megcsinálni a sztorit. Úgyhogy a jövő hetet meg mindenképp erre kell szánnom. Abyss az... mikor vezetel? Az is még 19 nap, úgyhogy akkor nincs semmi gond, ha véletlenül nem fér bele jövő héten az endgame. Mert jövő héten fog úgyis a színház is frissülni. Meg... a Stygian az most kezdődött, tehát mindenre lesz időm. Úgyhogy akkor jövő héten event. Utána lesznek egy hetet csúsznak az endgame-ek. Nicole Story Quest meg nem egy nagy durranás, mert ahogy néztem 4 részre van szedve. És azok is rövidek, legalábbis az elsőből kiindulva. Úgyhogy... És mire viseljek, Argonosz? Testvérem. Azt mondd meg nekem. Ja, amúgy nem akarom off-stream, mert meg akarom próbálni szólóba majd a Fearless, nem a Fearless, a 4-es szintet, de az Fearless, nem tudom. Nicole. A szokásos 3 csillagos De legalább már 18 pitin vagyunk. Igazából most akár el is viselhetem mindenünket, mert eventből majd kijön jövő héten. Hát ha... Várjál, mert azt is fel kell számolni. Úgy... Itt is van 4. Ja. A Durinra nincs semmi karakterem. Csak a 3 csillagosok. Jó, 22-es pitig elmentünk. De jövő héten resetel a shop, úgyhogy lesz megint 5-öt vissünk. Yippee! Durinnal ez a bajom, és igazából nem csak Durinnal, hanem most már folyamatosan azt csinálja ugye a hajó, hogy olyan karakterek jönnek ki, hogy egymás után jönnek olyan karakterek, amik egymással működnek jól. Servus goddamn! Már végeztem. Egyébként kiváltható jutalom. Ha gyűjtesz pontot majd a következő Genshin streamre, akkor kiválthatod, és akkor igen, akkor csekkolok. De ugyanabból nem szoktunk. Jó? Semmi gond. Mit kezdtem el mondani? Ja, hogy igen, hogy most folyamatosan olyan karaktereket hoz egymás után, hogy mindegyik egymással működik jól. És először nem jött ki Durin, utána nem jött ki Varka, aztán nem jött ki Venti, aztán most megint itt vagyok alacsony pitin, ebből elég valószínűtlen, hogy lesz Durinom, de ha lesz is, nem fogom tudni kiszedni a többieket neki. És ezért úgy vagyok vele, hogy nincs értelme húznom rá. Nyilván, hogyha ti kiváltjátok és azt mondjátok, akkor Durinra húzok. Ha kijön, nem fogok sírni, mert legalább egy karakter megvan a csapatból. De emiatt megyek most inkább Nikolra, mert sokkal több helyre jó. Jelenleg. Még egy Pyro main DPS-re meg nincs szükségem, mert tele vagyok velük. Tehát supportnak használnám Durin, de akkor meg kéne egy normális team mellé. Na. Azt mondja, hogy Twitch-en tolunk egy raidet. És akkor jövő héten eventezünk. Ha bárkit érdekel az eventnek a sztoria, akkor szeretettel várlak titeket. A minigémek is megmaradnak jövő hétre, mert addig nem akarom elindítani. Ez végül is egy ilyen prune story questnek felfogható valamilyen szinten. Ahogy így néztem a hardcore fiókon. Azért akarom megcsinálni. Aztán majd meglátjuk. Én mára viszont köszönöm szépen mindenkinek a figyelmet. Mindenkinek jó pihenést kívánok. És kitartást a maradék 2 naphoz, amit már sajnos nekem is munkával kell töltenem, de valahogy túléljük. A következő alkalomig viszont sziasztok!